everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie Colours. Thank you so much for joining me today. I felt like sounds strange, but I haven't had my books with me for ages. As you know, if you've been watching the channel, I've been moving, and so I haven't had them with me for a while, and I kind of was just in the mood to kind of flick through some books, have a look at some pages, kind of think about what I can be doing for the next couple of months. I feel like I've kind of forgotten what's in a lot of my books because I haven't had them for a while. I know that sounds silly because I can probably remember, but yeah, I just thought it would be fun to do on camera, just kind of flick through, have a look for, I'm particularly looking for some kind of autumnal inspired pages, obviously for the season that we're in now. But yeah, I've been feeling a little lost since I got back, mostly because I feel a little bit overwhelmed by the number of books I have. Kind of haven't had a huge amount of time. And I just kind of want to, I wasn't going to do a plans video, and this isn't really a plans video, but it's just kind of looking at some books, getting some inspiration, getting some ideas of pages that I have available to me. And yeah, I just thought I'd do that on camera with you. So I've got a huge stack of books. As always, I'm going to move them to one side, and let's start with this one, which is Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Leaderhall Oberg. I'm going to zoom you in ever so slightly, going the wrong way, just to try and get that in frame. Hopefully that's okay. And yeah, let's start with this one and just kind of have a bit of a flick through, talk about some pages, talk about life in general, maybe. I don't know. We'll have just trying to make some room on my desk. I'm not quite used to this setup yet. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm gonna have everything set out. I am hoping to do kind of a video showing you my space at some point, but I haven't quite got it how I want it yet. So we're getting there. I might grab, have I got any? That would be the next question. Some tags. I've got everything all over the place. I still can't figure out where everything is. I know I have some tags somewhere. Bear with me a second while I find some. Okay, I'm going to pause for a sec while I find some tags. That was really unorganized of me to start with, wasn't it? Hold on. Okay, I have some little tags, and yeah, I think we're ready to go. So, like I say, just kind of flicking through some books that I would like to get to at some point, and getting some ideas of what I have, and anything that kind of jumps out at me, it takes my fancy to colour. Yeah, it's been a strange few months for me, and it's been quite unsettling in a way. I do like this one. This is so cute. Is this an autumn? It doesn't really matter if it's an autumn page or not, does that? The deer is wearing a scarf though, so it could be chilly. I'm gonna mark one. I haven't got the best tags at the moment. I need to find some more. Yeah, it's just been a bit unsettling. I've kind of struggled a little bit with just not settling in as such, but there's just been so much going on that I've struggled to find time to kind of sit down and do colouring. And then when I do, I kind of feel like I'm a little bit, like I say, overwhelmed, not really sure where to begin with. And there's so many books to choose from. And I'd like this one too. Do I mark that one? I'll keep my finger on that one. So yeah, I kind of feel like maybe just marking a few pages out will help me narrow down selections. And like I say, it's just nice to flick through my books again, get reacquainted with them, get some ideas of kind of what I want to do. Yeah, it's great. It's great to be back. It's great to be settled. It's great to have everything back in one piece. But I do just feel like I say, I haven't had a huge amount of time for colouring, and I've just kind of struggled when I have had time to sit down. I've struggled to kind of just sit down and focus on something. I think 'cause my mind's going in a million different directions. There's another lovely one with these toadstools here. That's quite cool. I'll keep my finger on that one too. Yeah, my mind's kind of just going all over the place with lots of different things. finding a job, settling the kids into school, getting the house, like I say, organised and back up to scratch, and just, yeah, it's just kind of been a crazy few months. Everything is settling down now, and I do feel like we're kind of at the point where, yeah, I can kind of sit and relax a little bit. I think that was the other thing. I felt almost guilty taking time to sit and pursue my hobbies when there was so much to do, so much going on. Then it wasn't relaxing, if that makes sense. Does that make, this is really nice too. Yeah, because I was kind of feeling like, oh, I shouldn't be sitting down relaxing when there's so much to do. That it kind of took the pleasure away from it. But we're at the point now where we can kind of sit down and relax. So I feel like it's better. I like this one too. Oh, there's so many pages. That's the other thing. And this one, I like this Red Riding Hood one. I need more fingers. Let's see. I don't want to spend hours flicking through these books because it might bore you a little bit. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you. It's just kind of been, like I say, there's so much going on. That one. Oh, now I've lost all of them. I'm thinking, I like that one, and I like that one. I quite like this dragon one too. There's too many pages that I like. I quite like that dragon. I quite like this owl as well. Yeah, so yeah, it's nice now to be kind of in a position where I can sit down and relax. But like I said, I just feel like my mind is all over the place, and I'm not really, I'm struggling to kind of focus on anything when I do sit down. So yeah, it's strange. And that was the great thing about having only a couple of books with me when I travelled. I've seen this one done quite a few times recently. In fact, somebody did this one for my Colour the Fairy Tales hashtag recently, and it turned out stunning. I do really like that one. But I can't unsee what other people have done at the moment, so I want to relax. I want to wait. But relaxing on the brain. I want to wait. I do like this hedgehog one as well. God, there's so many in this book, isn't there? Acorns as well would be a good one. Okay, I've got one marked. I do like this owl. I do love this Red Riding Hood page as well. And the mice. And what else have I got? Another kind of toadstool girl. And this one. Okay, I think I'm just going to mark the owl on that side and the little mice curled up in a chair. So that's 3 from this book. So that's those 2 pages. And this one that I marked at the start with the little mice and the deer. I think that one's kind of cute. And although it's not specifically autumn, you could definitely colour it that way. Okay, so that's from Fairy Tales on Folklore by Emily Liddell Oberg. Yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, it was nice kind of when I was away, just having a smaller selection of books. It was actually kind of refreshing not to be so overwhelmed with stuff, with choices. And yeah, I think it's mostly on screen, sorry. Like I say, I'm still getting used to this setup as well. So although, you know, it's lovely having all of my books, and I love my books, all of them, this is cute, it's just also very overwhelming sometimes. And I've forgotten completely how to do videos. Fairy Tales by Emily Liddell Oberg, in case I hadn't said that earlier. Another book that I would really like to do more, and this could be really nice for an autumny kind of page. Although it's a nesting scene, which is more spring-like really, isn't it? Let's see what else I can find. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to you. I feel like I'm rabbiting on about nothing. I think this is this the only page I've done in this book? I think so. This is a great one for autumn as well, with the leaves. And she's all bundled up in a scarf, and we've got some little animals. I'm not sure what these animals are. Kind of maybe like ferrets or stoats or something like that. That could be quite a fun one to do. I'd prefer to spread it out though and not have it right next to the only page I have coloured. So I might leave that one and see what else we can find. I'm always quite fascinated by this page with the heart. It's like a heart made into houses. Yeah, I'm always quite fascinated by that one. I don't know why. I think it's kind of a neat concept. We got this one with all the toadstools. I don't know why, but toadstools and mushrooms always make me think of autumn. Or fall, obviously, depending on where you live. There's another one with some toadstool houses. That's quite cute. And you've got some leaves and some berries as well. I like that one. Yeah, so many beautiful pages and just not enough time. But I do feel like I need to give Emily Leaderhall-Oberg's books more love because I haven't coloured enough in them. And I really like her style. It's a little bit different. It's, yeah, it's just completely different to any other artist that I know of. It's another one with a fox. Again, foxes always make me, I've just lost the one I was trying to hold. Foxes always make me think of autumn as well. You know, just maybe because of their colouring. It's quite, they've got quite autumnal colours. It's like Small Victories kind of page. Not feeling that one quite so much. Oh, loads of toadstools and mushrooms. Not feeling that one as much either. And this one I love, but it feels more wintry. She's got kind of reindeer antlers and it looks like snow in the background, so I'll leave that one. That one could be quite nice. Oh, I have done two in this book. That one could be quite nice for autumn, couldn't it? With the leaves and the little bird houses. I like this one shaped like a caravan. That's quite neat. Yeah, that could be a possibility. So I have done two in this book. Maybe I've just done one in the other one. It's been a while since I coloured in this book. Like I say, too many books, not enough time. Isn't that the story of our lives as colourists? Here's another one. I think this is the one that I was thinking of, as opposed to, there we go, sorry, I've got fingers all over the place. Yeah, as opposed to this one. So I think I'm gonna ignore that one and keep my finger in this one instead. This was the one I was definitely thinking of. I knew there was a page that was surrounded by leaves and there was a girl in the middle. So I like that one. Kind of just want to pick like 2 or 3 in each book though, not again be overwhelmed. Sorry, have I got that in frame? This is another cute one. I really like this one. I think this one would be quite fun to do. I like that it's like really close up. You've got like, I presume these are blades of grass, and then you've got kind of like big berries in here as well. I quite like that one. And my fingers, oh, and the little mouse is so cute. I do love her little animals. They're really, really gorgeous. Okay, I'm definitely going to mark this one because I really like this one. I really like that. Oh, I really need to invest in some proper page markers because these ones are terrible. So that one, and what else have I got? I think I'm going to leave the birdhouses. I'm going to leave the fox or whatever he is. I do quite like that one. I'm going to leave the squirrel. So I'll mark this one with the girl. And I'll mark these toadstool houses because I love toadstools. Okay, so that was Fairy Tales by Emily Leda Hall-Oberg. Let's have a look at some mythographic books, which I have not coloured in nearly enough and really need to do more in. So this one is Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Kattenbang. And I'm going to flick through from the back. I just find it easier to flick from the back, which I know is a bit annoying, but hopefully you'll forgive me. Oh, now this one. I know Erica from Elm Colours did this one maybe a year ago. Or maybe 2 years ago for autumn, and it was beautiful. She used some lovely colours, and it is a really good one for this time of year. Let's mark that one. See what else we can find in here. I really like this water horse as well. I think he's really cool. But I think I'll leave him for now. But I really like this book actually, and I have only done one page in here. This is another one that I actually really like. The teacup with the kind of volcano. I think that could be quite neat. Put my finger in that one. And the sloth, he's cute. Dragon. So many beautiful pages, little bunnies. Yeah, not 100% sure what I'm really looking for. just kind of looking for pages that take my fancy. That's another one that I really like. I'm always a bit unsure about the ground here though. Is that meant to be like, is it like lava, or is it almost looks like it's smoke coming off the ground, but then there's little wisps of smoke everywhere, isn't there? So I don't know. What else have we got? That owl again, owl and falling leaves. Yeah, let's mark that one. You can see that one done in kind of oranges and yellows and browns. It's an absolutely beautiful day here today. Sunny, it's not particularly warm, but it's sunny, and it's that kind of like real autumn feel day where there's still a bit of warmth in the sun, it's nice and sunny, but the leaves are starting to change, and yeah, it's really nice. Love it, and I'm loving loving this kind of weather. Not so fond of all the rain. We've had quite a bit of rain recently, and I'm definitely over the rain. But I'm loving this kind of weather. This is kind of cool too. But okay, I think I'll leave it at that. So I've got two marked. I've got the owl and I've got the moose. So that was a Mythographic Magical Earth by Joseph Kattenbang. Next I've got Avery by Joseph Kattenbang. Another mythographic book, another one that I have not coloured anything in. And some of my books unfortunately got ever so slightly I wouldn't say damaged. Some of the pages are ever so slightly bent, but in all honesty, I'm pretty impressed. They arrived in pretty good condition, considering they'd spent like 8 weeks in boxes being transported across the ocean in some pretty humid, hot heat in the Middle East anyway. So they did all right. They survived the journey quite well. This one's quite neat. I like that one. A little teapot. Maybe you can see that right there. And I mark that one. That's quite a neat one. Not 100% sure what type of bird that is. Is it a cockatiel? Might well be a cockatiel. I have to ask my son. He's the bird expert. He loves birds. I've picked this book up so many times with the intention of doing a page or two in it, and inevitably it gets put back on the shelf and doesn't get touched. This is another absolutely beautiful page. Really like this one. But it's one of those ones that I love so much I don't want to do just yet. Which is silly really, isn't it? I told myself I was going to get out of that habit, but yeah. That's a cute one. There's more owls on that page, isn't there? Oh, there's all sorts of birds on that one. Okay. And that's a nice one. I like this one with all the book pages and the owl. That's kind of neat. There's no way on earth I'm going to get to all of these books. No way. But it's fun to look through them. And, you know, like I said, I just haven't coloured a great deal lately. I'm on my 3rd page of the month, and it's the, 21st today? So, yeah, haven't had a great deal of time, but I am hoping I'll get a little bit more, like I say, now things are a bit more settled. We're in a bit more of a routine. So yeah, I am hoping that I'll have a little bit more time, but hopefully I can get some things done. Right, so I've got two marked in there. So I've got the owl and the books page, and this one with the teapot. I think that's really cute. So that was Mythographic Avery by Joseph Kappenbang. Next up, I have the Hidden Earth by Rita Berman, which is the English version of Die Welt under de Lupe Zulande. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but you know what I mean. I'm going to take a quick swig of drink. Hold on. Excuse me. Throat was getting a bit dry. So yeah, I bought this, and this is one of the books that I took with me while I travelled, and then only got 1 page done. So I would definitely, I have done a few pages in Die Welt under de Lupe Zulande, which is the original German version of this book. So this is the only one I've done. But I didn't get back to it. I had hoped to do more, but I actually didn't get much colouring done at all while I was travelling. But there is a whole section that's quite autumnal. So I have actually done both of these pages in the other book. And I was quite happy with how this one turned out, but I would quite like to do this one again. And this one was very much an experimental page, although I feel this is more, I actually made it more of a Christmassy kind of page in the last one. Like warbles hanging down, but those are quite sweet. I do really like this one as well. And this one could be a nice, simpler option. I might just end up not marking anything in here and just seeing where the mood takes me. I love this double page spread. Absolutely love this one. But I just, I haven't coloured this in the other book either though. So I've got 2 goes at it. So if I really messed up the first time, I could always do it again. I do really like that one. Yeah, I might just end up not actually marking anything and just seeing where the mood takes me when I come to it. This is another one I think is absolutely adorable. I don't know, is it a double page spread or are they 2 separate pages? Because there's nothing actually crossing the margin. And these are more kind of like, oh, mind you, there are berries the same here. I suppose you could do them either way, really. Do it as 2 separate pages or do it as a single double page spread. Not sure. But they're both very cute. The leaves with all the insects on them. It's quite cool. I'm not so keen on these kind of wallpapery pages, but then we're kind of getting more into the kind of summery spring section, really. There's a few pages dotted in between, like the berry pages. I always think of berries as being quite autumny. And this one with the rain showers, although rain showers could be spring as well, couldn't they? I'd actually plan to do something on these snail pages. And again, they could be quite good ones for autumn. So these are a possibility. And I planned that one as well. And I do absolutely love this one. And I haven't done it in the other book either, so I could do it. There are strawberries in there, which makes it a bit more summery. But yeah, so there's a few in there. The rest are kind of more, although I always think this double page could be quite a nice autumn spread as well. You could do different coloured kind of autumnal leaves, oranges and reds and yellows, and some like olivey greens. That could be quite a fun one to do. Lots of leaves. You'd be sick of leaves by the end of it. But yeah, that one's always an option as well. So I'm not going to mark anything, but there's loads in there that I'd be quite happy to do. So that's Rita Berman's Head and Earth. I'm going to put these page blotters in there as well. Okay, I have Polar Bear's Adventure Cruise. This is a book that I adore, but I just have not done much in at all. I've done one double page spread, and that is it. It's by Yuki Shiratori. And if you haven't seen this book before, it is so cute. It's part of the Tokumaku series of books. I think that's what they're called. Along with Wild Mouse Yuri and that sort of thing. So there's some definite seasonal pages in here. So the beginning, we've got some more wintry ones, but we've got this one, which is quite autumny. We've got a pear, and we've got some kind of mushrooms, toadstools, and a leaf here. The other bit's like a shell and a coral and a rose. That's an option. These are definitely wintry pages. And he kind of gets to this kind of like tropical island, which is definitely more summery. So we're going to skip through that part. And this is kind of, again, more summery, spring. This is the only page I've done this double page spread. Didn't love how this one turned out, to be honest. That's okay. I love this double page spread. I think this would be so fun to do, but yeah, not right now. Then we got this one with all the big toadstools and kind of like this camping scene. I like this one. It's a lot of toadstools though, isn't it? That's a lot of toadstools. That's quite cute though. And then just like a small victory style toadstool page with that. I love the little knitting hedgehog. That's so cute. And then we've got a squirrel and an owl. And this nice kind of border. That's quite sweet. And they're waving goodbye to their friends. And then we kind of move on to this section, which has got quite a few Halloween pages in it. And I love these pages. This one is especially, I really love. This little pumpkin house, that's super cute. And all the little Halloween bits and pieces. This kind of like, were they trick-or-treating? Making potions. Yeah, there's some really cute ones. We get into these kind of crystal mines. I'm not so keen on crystals. And then we're going to get into undersea stuff. I think that's pretty much it for the autumn bit. Although this could be quite a fun one to do for autumn as well, couldn't it? Big dragon. We've got a pear and some toadstools. Looks like little bits collected from around his journeys. Getting a ride on the dragon. Yeah, and that's kind of the end. So let's go back and have a look. This one in particular I really like. I think this one is so cute. I will mark that one. And I think I will mark, there's another one back here that kind of caught my eye. Even that one is really sweet. Look at that with the pumpkins. That's cute. That double page spread, although it does intimidate me. Was that the one I was thinking of? I think that must have been it. Is there one back here further? Oh yeah, this one. It would be good to have another double page spread done in this book. But, well, I can mark it and, you know, I may never get to this book anyway, but yeah, that's a cute page. I don't know how I would do all the different, you'd have to do them kind of slightly differently, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want them all the same colour, and they are all a little bit different anyway. That's one that you could just kind of maybe plot away at, just do a couple of bits and pieces here and there. But anyway, so that's 2 marked in Polar Bear's Adventure Cruise by Yuki Shiratori. Then I've got this other book that I've had for ages and I keep pulling out and keep meaning to colour in, and I never get to, and I would really like to do something in. This is, I've got to remember it, Cat and Cute Friends Flower Path by Aikawa Sora. It's a beautiful book. Absolutely love this one. But I just, haven't got around to it. And like I say, I keep pulling it out and it goes back on the shelf uncoloured, which is really sad. So let's have a look through this. I do recall that there's lots of kind of spring summary pages, although this is a nice one, like an indoor one with the fire going, and it's quite a nice cozy scene. It could be quite sweet. I do prefer the outdoor scene pictures. And just look at them, they're so beautiful. Look at this, it's just, just idyllic, kind of really, really lovely. Some of them are so, I mean, look at this, look at the detail in it. But how beautiful would it be when it's finished? And this one, I love this one, this double page spread. They are all quite spring summery really, with all the flowers and everything. This one could be quite good, double page spread though, but we've got the falling leaves. We've got these kind of rays of light coming down. I'm not sure how I would do with that. We've got irises here around the pond. Don't know if I'm ready to tackle that. I feel like I need to bite off a slightly less challenging one to begin with in this book, just because I haven't coloured in it yet, and I kind of want to get a feel for the book first. That could be quite a cute one with the acorns and the squirrels and the birds. It's kind of more like a small victories type thing. Oh, there's that one with the fox. Oh, that's quite cute as well. Are these blossoms though? Is that more spring? I do like the fox, he's really cool. Oh, I don't know. Too much choice. And this is a nice one as well, with the, they look like kind of an apple type orchard and the river flowing through. And again, I don't know if it's a weasel, a stoat or a ferret. I'm not 100% sure how you tell the difference, to be honest. But that one's cute. Oh, little hedgehogs, I forgot about them, and an owl. Okay, that could be quite cute to do. And that one definitely screams spring to me. Lots of blossoms and a little baby deer. What a gorgeous book though, isn't it? It's so pretty. It's just, yeah, I really love this book. I'm just a bit nervous about making a start in it. For fear I might mess it up. Isn't that silly? Okay, so I'm going to mark this one with the, either of these pages would be fun to do. Those little hedgehogs are so cute. Oh, these tags are terrible. Right, mark that one, and I'm going to mark this one again. Either of these pages I think would be fun to do. I really do want to get to this book. I really do want to get to it. Let's see. Okay, so that was Cat and Cute Friends Flower Path by Aikawa Sora. Okay, and next up, of course, I've got a Hannah Carlson. I've got 2 Hannah Carlson books here. So this one is Seasons, and again, something I haven't coloured much in. I've done 1 page, and I would really like to do more. Really loving working in Hannah Carlson books at the moment. I've been doing quite a few pages in Summer Nights. I'm actually working on a page in Summer Nights at the moment, and I'm loving it. So I'm just going to find the autumn section, so each section is marked by one of these kind of pages. So this is the winter, kind of start of winter. So we've got this fantastic portrait, actually, that's really nice. I'm not very good with skin and hair, but that's really pretty. What else have we got? Oh, look at that. I like this one with the houses and the toadstools and the little bug. Okay, kind of underwater thing. I'm not really feeling that at the moment. I love this one. I just love this witch and her cat. I really like that one. That would be a great one to do for Halloween. Although I have got the new Halloween book by Hannah Carlson, which I'd like to do something in, but I do really like that one. I like all of these. Again, I think this is going to be one that is cute. I think this might be one that I don't mark anything because I love them all, and I'm just going to see where the mood takes me when the time comes. Even something like this would be quite fun to do. Yeah. And they're all beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Even the spider's kind of cool. I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but that would be quite fun. There's another one. What are these? No hair though. Are they turnips? Or are they like rose hips maybe? Or they can't be turnips because that would be a bit weird. I don't know how I'd colour those, but that's kind of cool. I like that portrait. She does do some beautiful portraits, and then here is where the autumn section starts, and that is gorgeous as well. Okay, so I'm not going to mark anything, but there's some lovely choices in that book. So that's Seasons by Hannah Carlson. I then have Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson, and I cannot not pull this one out and in autumn because it is such a good fall book, I think. Just about every page in here. Again, I don't know if I'll mark anything or whether I'll just kind of see where the mood takes me. I have done a couple of pages in this book, but I'd definitely like to do more. This one I did back in February. I struggle to say February. Yeah, there's just some really cool pages. There's another one that I've done. I did this a year ago now. I don't love this one. I don't love the background. Yeah, not my favourite, but it's a completed page. I'm always drawn to this one. Look at that. I must have pressed really hard when I was colouring those. I love this one with the snake and the sunflowers. I do really like that one. And the potions. That one's really neat as well. I like that one. That one's kind of cool. I've just realised that there's like kind of like flying fairy goldfish. How funny that I've never really noticed that there were fish flying around the apples. Yeah. Just love it. I love Hannah Carlson's imagination. So I'm mixing the potion. That's kind of cool. Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah, there's some really good pages in this book. I like this one as well. This is really cool. I don't know. I'm looking. I know I'm looking for something. I do like this one as well. I think that one's really cool. I'm looking for something. I can't think of what it is that I'm looking for, but I know there's a page in this book that I'm always going, oh, okay, so this is one of them for sure. I love this one. With the little fairy cat and all the pumpkins. I do really like that. That's really lovely. There's another one I'm thinking of. Is it in this book? No, I think it might be in Tales from the Forest Kingdom that I'm thinking of. This one's quite neat as well. Just this kind of side portrait. I do like that. And that, yeah, there's some really good pages in here. Yeah, I think it must be Tales from the Forest Kingdom I'm thinking of. But anyway, again, I'm not going to mark anything because there's tons in there that I would love to colour. And I think I'll just see where the mood takes me. But that is such a lovely book. Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Karzon. Then I have a couple of Kirby Roseannes, and I have not touched Kirby for a little while and would really like to do another Kirby page. So let's have a hunt through Kirby's and see if there's anything that kind of catches my eye. I always feel a little bit intimidated by Kirby's pages when I first look at them, but then once I dive in and get started on them, I actually find them really, really good. And I actually really enjoy colouring them. But I just have not done anywhere near as much as I should have. Here's one I did do. That was kind of a fun one to do. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like they look really intimidating when you look at them. I think because he does so many, there's so much line art involved in his pages, but actually that's what makes them quite easy to do, because he kind of tells you where to shade and that sort of thing. I'm always really drawn to both of these pages. I really love both of these ones. I love the movement in this page. I think it's just so cool. And this one, I just love the kind of menacing nature he's portrayed in that. His artwork is just amazing. I do think he's brilliant. Yeah, again, I don't think I'm going to mark anything because there's tons in here that I'd be happy to colour. And again, I think I'm just going to maybe see where the mood takes me. This one I always like because it is the New Zealand, can't think of what they're called now, but it's the New Zealand kind of legend. And obviously I'm from New Zealand originally, so what's it called? Yeah, the Patupaiarihi. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Patupaiarihi, supernatural beings from Maori mythology. Like to sing and play bugle flutes and active at night and on foggy days as sunlight is harmful to them. They're hostile to human and live deep in New Zealand's forests and mountains. In this picture, the Patupaiarihi are depicted in the Waipawa forest next to the giant kauri tree Tani Mahuta. Tani Mahuta is one of the largest trees in the world. It's over 17 metres tall and spans 4 metres in diameter. So yeah, Tani Mahuta. I've seen Tani Mahuta. But yeah, that's going sidetracking there, telling you what, reading you out everything. But yeah, that one always kind of appeals to me because of the fact that it's the New Zealand kind of mythology, which I kind of find quite neat. Although my use of Maori is very is very rusty. Forgotten how to say everything. Here's another page that I've completed. I do like the 3 Fates as well. I think that one's really lovely. There's another one in here that I'm thinking of though. I like this one. I do like that one. And is it in this book? Again, I can't remember. It's the Green Man. Is it in this book or is it in one of the other ones? Baba Yaga. It'd be quite cool to do. Maybe it's in one of his other books. I guess it is. It's in one of his other books. Yeah. What's it in then? Mythomorphia, maybe? Okay, well, I do like quite a lot of pages in that one, so that could be an option. Or I might do that. And I don't know if you can imagine the one I'm thinking of, the one with he's called the Green Man. He's the face with all the leaves around him, which I think would be quite a good one to do for autumn. So next up I've got Fragile World by Kirby Roseannes. And again, I always look at this book and feel completely intimidated. And then once I dive in, I actually quite enjoy it. In fact, I did one page in here and enjoyed it so much that I ended up doing another one. Now, the little pangolins, I watched a program, a little documentary on pangolins. So cute. I can't think of what it was called now. They are so gorgeous. Aren't they just the cutest little things? That could be quite a fun one to do. And this hamster, I'm always drawn to this hamster, although it does feel more like a summary page with all the flowers and things. Yeah. Some beautiful. So I did this otter page and I enjoyed it so much I ended up doing the pandas. This could be quite a fun one to do. With all the leaves on the ground. That could be quite neat, although I like to spread them out a bit, but it's not the end of the world. And this one's kind of neat. Like some sort of grouse, I'd have to figure out what they are. Not that, I mean, you don't have to colour them exactly like they are. It's just that they're all kind of drawn very realistic, aren't they? Greater sage grouse. There we go. I'd have to figure out what colours to do them. That's quite a neat page. Dugongs. I always love these two pages as well, but definitely more wintry pages, aren't they? The whales. Koala. Orangutan. I mean, they are just beautiful pages. Isn't he just an amazing artist? Wolves. Yeah, again, I'm not going to mark anything because I could be happy doing all sorts of things here. These little owls are so cute as well on the tree branch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so many cool pages. The fruit bat. He's kind of a neat one as well. Here's my pandas that I did. I like the way they turned out. It's quite a fun page to do. Yeah, I mean, take your pick really. It's just like I say, it's also intimidating to begin with. I think until you kind of actually make a start, it feels a little bit overwhelming, Kirby's books. But like I say, always once I've started, I actually really enjoy the process, and I feel like they're kind of fun to do. And they're actually they're not difficult to do either. Yeah. Okay, so again, not going to mark anything, but plenty that I could choose from Fragile World. Okay, oh, it's so nice to be looking through my books again. And yeah, have lots of choices. Kind of overwhelming, but it's nice as well. Okay, so I've got a couple of Johanna Basford books next. I've got Magical Worlds. This is the one that I had really been enjoying colouring in, and would definitely like to do more in. So immediately I'm like, oh, that dragon, that would be really fun to do. A sea dragon. And the hares, because they kind of remind me of autumn as well. I don't know why. And even these bottles. Oh, see, right now I want to do every page. And this is really cool. Okay, I'm not going to be able to mark anything in this one either, because it'll just be like, what do I feel like doing? Oh, these would have been great for Space Timber, wouldn't they? Oh, I don't think I've got time to do... I don't know if I'm going to have time to do any more pages. I'll have to see. I've only done, like I say, I'm on my third page, so I haven't done much. Here's one that I have done. The page is a bit buckled, but I enjoyed that one. Oh, another good one for Space Timber. And another one that I've already completed. I enjoyed that one. I did that one for Christmas last year. And another one that I did. This one last October. That was a really fun autumn kind of inspired palette, that one. Because foxes always remind me of autumn. Treehouse could be quite cool. Yeah, I don't know. So many to choose from. It's kind of hard to... Oh, love this pumpkin house. Absolutely love. This is one of my favorite pages in the book. Absolutely adore it. I think it's absolutely just gorgeous, magical. Really like that one. And I actually really like the little snails as well. Kind of cool with their different shells. Oh yeah, so many to choose from. This one I love, the bubbling cauldron. And the owl is kind of cool. That would be quite a cool one to do. I do quite like that one. I like all these leaves as well, but they're so tiny. Yeah, there's some really good pages in here. You could definitely give this one a bit more of a fall twist, couldn't you? Do some yellows and oranges and reds. Could be kind of neat. I've not done very well at marking the pages if I want to do everything. I just want to do everything, but it's just so nice to just flick through the books. And this is another one that's really good for autumn. We've got apples and pears and pumpkins and turnips, are they? And lots of potions and things. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this book, but I can, like, it's not that different from Worlds of Wonder or Rooms of Wonder, really, in terms of the way it's kind of presented and the fact that you've got big background areas in some of the pages. But for some reason, I feel like this book is far more accessible to me than those other ones. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I have actually dived in and done more in this book than I have done in the others. I would really like to do more in the others. I like this one as well. Little sloth. I mean, yeah. I like all the pages in here. Okay, so again, not marked anything, but tons and tons that I could do. Right, let's have a look at Worlds of Wonder then and see if I could do something in here that takes my fancy. Oh, that's kind of neat, the Toadstool Village. I do like that one. It's all this big background, isn't it? It's kind of, yeah, I find that a little bit intimidating, a little bit off-putting. I don't have to add a background. I think this is one of the only pages I've done in this book. I've done 2 pages in this book. I don't love this one. This one did not turn out how I would have liked, but it is a completed page, so take the wins. This moth is quite neat. Quite like that one. I presume it is a moth because it's kind of got stars around, so it's nighttime. I really love this double page spread, but look at the detail in it. There's so much going on, isn't there? I'd definitely have to be in the right kind of frame of mind to tackle that one. This is cute. That's really, really sweet. I like that one. I do like that one. Here's the other page I've done, my owl. The birds could be, mind you, they could kind of be the different seasons, really, couldn't they? They're quite cool. And this little teepee. Yeah, that could be quite fun. I do love this one as well, this little house. That's one of my favourites in this book. I really like that one. What else have we got? Yeah, just there's loads in here. I just need to jump in and colour some more in this book, really. I like the peacocks as well, and the castle. Castle in the clouds. I'm sure I've seen somebody do this page and they've done kind of like autumn trees, so like oranges and reds and yellows, which could be quite neat. Yeah, okay, so again, not marked anything, but absolutely tons that I could be quite happy to colour in there. And then I've got a couple of Kanoko Agusa books, and this one is Leon's Journey. And I've only done one page in this beautiful book and would really like to do more. And there is a whole autumn section, so I'm just going to flick back until I find the kind of autumn section. So here's where it says winter. I know I'm going backwards, sorry. So we've got autumn here. Look at these pages, they're so beautiful. They are just stunning. So again, I'm probably not going to mark anything in here, but it's just nice to have a look at them and kind of remind myself of what is in this book and what's available. Look at this little bear sitting on his broomstick. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, they're all dressed up for Halloween. We've got a little witch bear and a jester bunny and a, what's this one, a magician, is he? And some like clown foxes. So cute. I really like this one with the little kind of pastries and tarts and like a pumpkin soup here. That's a really neat page and a great one for this time of year. And I love how the little hedgehog is kind of curled up, similar to the conker here. Or chestnut, yeah, whatever it is, I can't remember. I like all the pastries and things on this page. I do like that one. And we've got the little mice cooking, overseen by the head chef owl here. Yeah, some lovely pages. I like this one as well. A woodland scene. It's quite cute. Oh, and this one with all the apples and pumpkins and squash and mushrooms, pears, figs, and are they grapes or olives? Grapes maybe. And this page as well. I saw somebody had coloured this page recently and it was beautiful. They'd done such a good job. I can't remember who it was, but it was stunning. I love this page as well. And this one, the pomegranates. Yeah, that's quite neat. Okay, so that was the autumn section. And again, I'd be quite happy to do anything in that book. It's so lovely. Leon's Journey by Kanoko Agusa. And then I have Symphony of Cute Animals, also by Kanoko Agusa. And again, there's quite a few autumn bits and pieces in here. I think this is my, apart from Leon's Journey, this is my favourite Kanoko Agusa book. And again, haven't done much in it. But the paper puts me off this one because it doesn't respond very well to water mediums. Now I'm always drawn to this page of this little bunny sewing and I guess baby bunny overseeing. I think that's so pretty. It just gives really cozy vibes, as does this one, but that one appeals more. We've got some kind of wintry pages here. Oh, kind of more wintry. And we've got this one, which I think is really lovely. With the teepee, and we've got a bear and a squirrel and a hedgehog and a raccoon, and then again, ferret, weasel, not 100% sure. I've got the mushrooms and toadstools and acorns and things. I do like that one. And then we've got the kind of autumn pastries and coffee and yeah, like spiced tea. That's quite neat too. There's lots in here. I do like this one. I think this one is lovely as well with the kind of, I think the apples around everywhere, and then the little mittens hung up to dry, and then the little squirrel and the hedgehog. Her animals are just beautiful. Just perfection. This one is amazing. This double page kind of Halloween spread, Halloween party. But unfortunately I've got bleed fruit from the other page, which I did over here. So this is, I used a little, and I didn't use a huge amount of water, but I used some water mediums and it's bled through. I mean, I think I should be able to cover it up, but such a shame. I've got this one with the little cats and the pumpkin. That's kind of cool as well. I like that one. What else have we got? Oh, and that's sweet, little cat peering out at the birds. And then this horse has kind of got a wheat mane. It almost looks like wheat, doesn't it? And then this one always makes me smile. Little animals on the broomstick, hanging on for dear life. I think that's pretty much the autumn section, really. I've got this one as well. How cute is that little waiter mouse? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it from the kind of autumny section. Get back in there. Yeah, tons. Yeah, we're getting more into summery stuff. Yeah. Such a nice book though. But yeah, that was it. I just, like I say, was kind of feeling inspired to just have a look at some books, get some ideas, reacquaint myself with them. Hopefully over the next couple of months I'll have a bit of time to do some pages. I haven't done very well this month. A little bit better than I did on August, but I'm hoping I can get another page or two done before the end of the month. But yeah, it'd be really nice to get a few more pages done. I don't think I'll get to nearly as many as I've looked at today, but if I could do a couple, I'd be very happy. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little kind of flip through some books and a bit of a chat. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.